Hey, good morning, David. This is going to be a demo video for you for your Master, or I'm sorry, it's not your Master Sentinel. It's your Phoenix Props Sentinel with a brass mix Proffie chassis that I have done for you previously, but this one is clean. All right, so we're going to go over my desk, take a look at how to break this down and operate it, and then let me know at the end if you have any questions. We'll get it out in the mail to you tomorrow morning. Thanks, man. All right, David, we've got your Phoenix Props Master Sentinel here. This should be a familiar setup for you because, as you know, I did one of these exactly like this a few months ago for you. I think that I weathered the Saber on that one, and I weathered the chassis. This Saber came to me already weathered. It had a very nice CFX install in it from KR Sabers. I just took that out and we traded the Proffie install with the brass mix chassis that I came up with. All right, so still a 2-button setup. Your power being here, auxiliary being right here. You've got a KR or a stock V2 NPXL in there for your blade connector. This will be your blade retention. And then to get to your chassis, we'll just unscrew this guy right here. All right, so we'll take this off, slide the chassis out, and this is what it looks like. All right, so you've got your removable battery there, 18650. We'll go ahead and put that in there now. Clips in there just like that. It should stay in there nice for you. You've got an 18 pixel accent strip underneath this brass piece. You've got another 18 pixel accent strip right underneath this brass piece. 28mm smoke goes outpost elite speaker, some various brass greeblies I made for the speaker area, same as last time. This is the exact same chassis, I just reordered it. So this piece right here is just a greebly. This is your board cover. When you take this off, I did put a small piece of electrical tape right over the back solder pads, which would be your power button, your auxiliary button, your main blade LEDs, and then the other LEDs for your crystal chamber and your strips. All right, so that this piece wouldn't ground out on them. All right, you've got a 7-pixel PCB ring inside of here, and it's underneath some diffusion. That's what I did instead of an actual crystal because it was kind of like a low profile type of deal here. All right, so just flip it on. Normally, if you have this on, you can come over here with a pair of tweezers or something and flick that, or if you can't get to it, you just take it off. Flick it open with your fingers. There's 2 magnets over here and there's a magnet over here, so that holds that in place. Okay, so you can see those LED strips going. Let me turn this light off. You see your crystal chamber going. These two, of course, are wired in unison, same as last time, and you'll find a copy of the config file on the SD card. All right, so when you turn that on, come over here and put it in any way you want to. Screw the pommel on. Screw it down nice and tight. Come over here and hit power. Auxiliary. We'll twist off and put a blade in here. This saber is meant for a 1-inch diameter blade. All right. We need to back this all the way out so the blade can go in. And it holds the blade very well, as you know, because you're familiar with this guy. I believe that you've had this particular saber for a while. So blaster bolt deflex. Blade lockup, of course, is holding down the button and hitting the saber. Very good sound coming out of there. Your soundtrack. Long press on the power. Another long press to turn it off. We can change color. Let me show you how to do that. Hold down auxiliary and hit power. You'll hear that noise. All right, now we can twist the saber to any color we like. Once you find one you like, tap power. All right. Now you've got that color blade. I probably need to give this blade, I probably need to retire this blade. I've done a lot of demos with it, and I think it is going out on me. So, but it was a very trustworthy demo blade. I've done over 100 demos with this thing. I've used it for designing chassis and knowing where cutouts were. I mean, this thing has been beat up pretty bad. It was a fantastic blade, though. I'll be sad to see it go. It was my TriStar test blade. Anyway, when we take the blade out, we can come over here. Actually, I'm gonna turn it on. Take the chassis out. Your chassis will match the color of the blade. All right, you can twist it off. Goes back to green. Come over here and you can flip it off like that. And of course, you'll probably end up doing your own thing to the config file I just threw on my apologize font to show you that it works. All right, and then when you're done with the battery, you can pop it out with your finger just like that. But that is basically your Master Sentinel with brass mix chassis. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will box this guy up, and at the very latest, I'll get it out to you. It'll be tomorrow morning. All right, thanks, man.